About that time again. Miscellaneous little things on the Z. This is my problematic part. I have this broke when I was going to be doing the wrap on the roof here. Got a crack here. It's all painted over. It's not looking so good. There's just a lot of problems with it. And when I close the door, it's supposed to make a seal up in the rubber underneath here, but it sits on the outside. So I just didn't, this is wrong. The problem I have with this now though is not only do I need to take it off, is I glued the heck out of the bottom side of it. That's the project for today. Let's get to it, I guess. Not a good idea. Now I'm gonna go get my other trim piece and try and get this metal to match up and hope it all fits right. All painted, good to go, dried up in this 95-degree heat. All this is good, and I think I'm ready to get this one back on. I hope it closes properly. I think just having an OEM piece and one full piece that I haven't tried to stitch back together really helped, because the fitment on this is much better. It's a lot more of a seal. It's a little off here in the front, but this all looks really... It's going to be a reoccurring problem, is that there's a fat alleyway here that apparently a lot of people like to drive through, so I'm going to try and edit that out as much as possible, but that's going to happen a few times. But as I was saying, this all lines up a lot better, and I'm happy with it. So, rubber seal on, and we're gonna test it and see if I'm disappointed or not. So, cool trick if you didn't know, most Z owners do. You can unlock the entire window system and roll them down by holding down the unlock button for a certain amount of time. I think it's like 5 seconds. Well, you can roll them up by coming over to the driver's side and holding the lock button, holding it in the lock position until it rolls all the way up. So, it does it on both sides. Pretty cool little trick. You can only do it on the keyhole on the driver's side because there is no keyhole on the passenger side, to clarify, but you know. All right, where is it not gonna work? Not at the right angle. This is worse. So on a couple of these bolt spots, there's double holes drilled, because this was definitely in a wreck at some point. At some point this was a little bit caved in and they pulled it out. So there's two, or one a little bit lower, one a bit higher. So I went to the one up a little bit higher, and we'll see if that helped before I get the rest in, and then see if that works. Once I get back over here, it's kind of a weird fit where it's pushed up against the rubber instead of being like wedged underneath, but it's still lipping this. So it's just what you get when you buy a salvage style car occasionally. Still works. And there's not a huge crack. It's all black again. It's a little matte. I'd have to do a clear on it and buff it, but it looks fine for now. It's black. That's all that matters. That was the mod slash the $500 piece of plastic that I have to replace on the car. I think it looks okay. It doesn't freaking ever rain down here in Southern California, so I don't have to really worry about the seal of it. And if I do, I'm gonna have a little bit of water in my car, no more than I did in a single day of me driving around in Oregon. So I'm gonna keep trying to find small little things to do, little fixes here and there. If you like what I'm doing here, subscribe. Anything you'd like to see me do for the cheap stuff that I can do on here, like eliminating things or whatnot, let me know in the comments. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.